Zoomed. Whatever. I mean, every time, I tell you.
Every time.
Every single time.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday, friends.
Hump day.
Hump day.
I always love Denise's hump day texts.
I do too. She hasn't seen one today, has she? Did you get yours already? Sometimes she forgets.
Yeah, I got mine at 7:02.
Dang, Mom.
She always sends her exhausted on a camel. Hump day. And of course she's in red, her deltas.
So
She's
cute.
a mess. I didn't actually open this one though. Anyway.
Oh, I haven't
she
gotten
sent
anything
Pharrell.
from her this week. Mamo, you're slacking.
The whole week?
The whole week. Last thing I got was Friday whenever I got Kirk Franklin. You better text her and be like, where the hell is Nicole's,
I sure will.
where is her daily pick-me-ups?
Denise.
Slacking.
Nicole is offended.
Right? You got your hump day camel. I look forward to my hump day camel.
She didn't get her hump day.
So, we're late because I had...
Because the world is open.
Yeah, basically because the world is open. That's exactly what it is. I'm late. We are late because the world is open. And I don't even know how this well, I do know how this happened. The CDC said you're good if you're vaccinated, and then the president's like, woo!
Yeah.
It's hot girl summertime. Everybody's out here in these streets just being crazy.
Yeah. Are you carrying your card on you?
No, I have it in my passport, but I don't carry it with me because I'm afraid to lose my passport. I'm also afraid to lose that stupid card because, you know, like, what happens? I upped
Took a picture of it.
I upped our RCI membership yesterday, at least for the next 2 years, and they have some really great travel deals right now. Like, we can go to all-inclusives for like 4 days for $300.
I just got goosies.
I know. I'm very excited about it. The concern is Mexico. Like, we want to go back to Mexico like next month, or, you know, tomorrow would be cool too. But the concern is if you get COVID, you're not coming back. Like, you have to quarantine in Mexico for 3 weeks, for 2 weeks. Yeah, so it's a little bit scary. Ange and I were talking about that because we're trying to figure out where to go, but they don't want to go anywhere that they have to fly to. But anyway, I guess we can get right on into it.
Yeah.
We'll explain what hot girl summer is already for the last.
I look naked. I look like
week
I'm,
of my life.
I'm living hot girl summer.
Right.
Over here,
Your
no
hair
clothes
looks
on.
nice. It's like because it's not
Thank
as like
you.
it's not poofy today.
I
She's like,
didn't set the curls fully, but it's okay.
It's okay. You look
Malia's
gorgeous.
not watching.
Thank you.
So what's going on in the market, Nicole?
What's going on in the market, Jennifer? We're seeing a whole lot more houses go on the market right now, which is kind of cool. And but it's like weirdly area dependent. It's that's how it constantly has been.
Pick up your card on your phone. Yeah, I agree, Antoinette.
That's
Take
a good
picture
idea.
of it.
Yeah, good idea.
Absolutely.
But yeah, a lot more homes are going on the market, and things tend to be slowing down. Last week we had a multitude of things go under contract, listing wise, and we had a couple.
Buyers.
Yeah, we had a couple buyers. In fact, the latest update to our Maryland drama was he came through, and he was just like, you know, an older agent, probably been in the business for 50 plus years.
72 years.
He was in no hurry to do anything.
None.
And he was on, well, he wasn't completely forthcoming with all of the information that we needed to, but I'm glad that he wasn't because I don't think we would have stuck it out if he would have.
It's true.
But anyway, so they ended up voiding the contract that they were under, now we're under contract, and they closed super quick. So and they're doing
June
a coinciding to settlement. So
they're going to close the day after they close in Colorado because of the time difference, just to be safe.
Got it. Just to be safe. That makes sense.
Yep. But basically coinciding.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, they're so excited. So they'll do their inspection this weekend. That's
very good. That's good. Yeah. So, but the market is definitely shifting. I was able to get somebody, an agent to consider doing a home sale contingency. I was also getting that. They were also fine with doing a pre-occupancy.
Wow.
So I'm like, I don't think that this is indicative of the entire market, but it's certain things, and this is in Woodbridge too, by the way. So it's
location.
It's just location, depending on.
Casey,
hi, good morning, Casey. I was just telling Jennifer yesterday. I was like, how much I love that little.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's just the cutest little person in the whole wide world.
A ray of light.
Just a ray of sunshine. Casey's our new team leader over at the Fairfax office. We love him. He came from Knoxville. I love a good Southerner. I'm telling y'all.
And our Zadie president of KWYP.
It's true. KW, if you're listening, KWYP, anyone under 40.
Yeah.
Come on down to KWYP town. She's a lot of fun.
We've got events. Oh my God, this is like a shameless plug, but we've got events coming up with KWYP. Acquiring 21 listed in 21 days is a virtual event that we're going to be doing.
Nice.
I think it's virtual.
Yeah.
I hope, because as much as I have been exhausted by the virtual stuff, I am also exhausted by the world opening up and the number of events that we went to last week.
We'll talk about that in a second as far as what this week looks like. Like last week, almost every single day there was something. Yeah. And it was like, because you know, for a year and a half, we have not been around each other.
Yeah.
But last thing about the market, then we'll dive into this insanity as far as like what our lives have looked like and what we're concerned about, because after all, this is a talk show. Yeah, so rentals are still extraordinarily high. It was funny whenever Jen and I were sitting here and I was like, what are we going to talk about today? She's like, I have nothing nice to say about rentals. So
nothing, man.
Why is that?
Well, it's a combination of things. I love our fellow realtors, but unfortunately, a lot of realtors don't put any care into managing their clients or their rental listing so it's been frustrating to deal with some agents on the other side of some rentals, and they're supposed to make it easier for us, so that's a little frustrating. But as far as for the tenants, I'm experiencing quite a few people who want a little bit more than what they can afford. Like, I'm sorry, it's really challenging to get into a privately owned rental property. It is. They want credit scores over 700. At that point, you're a buyer.
Right.
They want usually 40 times the monthly income as your annual salary.
Yeah, and God forbid if you have an animal. Good luck. Rental listings right now are so far, like, they're so down.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if because people are staying put during COVID, so there's not as much turnover, or what this actually looked like. But, like, you're seeing multiple applications. Like, I'm working with a family right now on the western side of the county who can't get into a house for anything. They've put in multiple applications. They've probably spent close to $800 in application fees.
Whoa!
Well, it's because it's two of them, so they've spent close to $800 in application fees, and they just keep getting denied because they have, you know, a realtor's never going to say this, but like they have a family, they have a, you know, small little kids, they have animals, they have things that don't look as good on paper as, like, you know, a single set of people. So they're not allowed to deny based on, they're allowed to deny based on pets, but whenever you're stacking everybody up and you have like 10 different applications, you can always use something like, well, your application wasn't as strong.
Yeah.
So it sucks to be able to find that. I mean, like we had a listing coming on down in Stafford that we couldn't, like, that we never ended up going live on because he's been looking in Annapolis for rentals and there's nothing. Like, there's nothing that's actually suitable. So
wow,
it's a weird thing, and people keep asking, is like, do you see this bubble bursting? I'm like, one, this is not a bubble. We're going to say it until it's blue in the face. It's not a bubble. Is it going flat? Absolutely. Yeah. The market is what we are seeing in our service area that we mostly work in are the areas going flat. As in, it's still crazy to say this, but it's like it's taking between 7 and 10 days to get a great offer. They aren't waiving as many contingencies. The last two that I ratified this week all have home inspections attached to them. And they're beautiful properties. They're staged. They're priced appropriately. You know, one is $5,000 over, and one was even under that my folks are considering. So, you know, it's just like, don't believe everything you hear out there about, like, if you just throw your house up there in the market, people are going to be beating down your door, because that might not necessarily be true. It depends on where you are. Yeah. If you're in Arlington, sure. If you're in a single family home and that $300 to like $600 price point, probably. Yeah. But anything outside of those parameters, like if you're in a condo, good luck. If you're in a, like, we're going to see that beautiful one over in Belmont today with the giant patio. It fell out of escrow and is back on. It's back on the market too. So we're going to see it at 11:30.
Really?
Yeah.
Second floor?
First floor. The one with the huge balcony.
You're pointing that. Oh!
Yeah. You showed it like a while ago. You showed it a while ago. Yeah, it went under contract and it's back out. So
oh my God, that balcony is stupid.
I know. So.
It's bigger than most of the condos.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think it is bigger than a condo. The condo is only like 1,600. Or no, the condo is only 1,400 square feet.
14, yeah.
Yeah, but the balcony is bigger than the condo itself, which is wild.
Yeah, it's a good unit.
Yeah.
It's a good unit. I would do a nice little privacy, like garden situation, little trellis, some beautiful vines growing on that, separate that from the entry.
Fun fact, that unit is the reason why I fell in love with Belmont Bay many years ago. It was the first unit I ever saw and staged. Yeah.
Wild.
Wild indeed.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the rental market is shit, for lack of better words. I mean, it sucks. It sucks just, and I've done more rentals this year probably than the rest of my career combined. And
I told you a couple weeks ago, I felt like this was my first year in the business again.
Yeah.
I did like 30 rental transactions. Like I'm out here in these streets again.
But again, it's also price point relative because like the one that we had on in Arlington, we had it up for $42.50. The only people that we were getting in there was college kids, like no families. So it's like it's very price point dependent, and like where your target demographic of your renters and your buyers are right now. I mean, if you look at that, it's millennials. It's all of us, and so not everybody is blessed enough to have a tech career that you're making, $250,000 plus. They can afford this stuff, so it's just like it's different. But anyway. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
It's still a great time to list your house.
Yeah.
It's starting to become a great time to buy a house. Like
get more choices.
So I went yesterday. I'm so devastated. I really wish that. So I was working with a buyer earlier this year, and they were under contract, and then we went out and but they settled. They settled on the house because they just put in so many offers, and we never got anything. And so we got under contract, and whenever they went for the home inspection, they're like, "This is not it. We can't go through with this." So they bailed. The house that I went on the listing appointment for yesterday that we have a private exclusive for down in Fredericksburg, the house is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. 30-year homeowners. They've taken great care of the house. I called Courtney yesterday and I'm like, hey, I don't know if you guys have re-signed your lease. She's like, we just did. I was like, this house would have been perfect for you guys. I'm so sad. Yeah. But
I'm going to send it out to some people today.
Yeah.
Go through my database.
Yeah.
My buyer base.
See
who we can get up in there.
Indeed.
She's cute.
She is very cute. She's a single family home, going to be priced at $375. The
kitchen's adorable.
Yeah, the kitchen's, everything is new. I mean, the windows are new, everything is new. So if you are looking in Fredericksburg, or you know somebody who's looking in Fredericksburg, send them our way. Unfortunately, we are not able to put this in the MLS. It is a private exclusive, but we will see what happens there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I say anyway a lot today. I'm saying anyway a lot. I don't know why. At least I'm not smacking the table.
Well,
yeah. So hot girl summer. What our events look like last week, which is it was all real. So one of the things that Jen and I talk about quite often is like we were thriving during COVID because like I was able to lose 40 pounds. She was able to lose 50 pounds and become this like incredible bodybuilder person. And one of the reasons why we're able to do that so easily is because none of our friends were doing anything. So we are very social people. Like as much as I would say is like, I also came to the realization that like, I would say, oh, I'm not really a, what do they call it whenever you're out there?
Extrovert?
That's it. I was like, I'm not really an extrovert. I've been lying to myself.
Yeah.
I am either, because I was like, we weren't even cooped up, so it's not like I can use the excuse of
extra intro or intro extra.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, or whatever that was. It's like, no, I was literally having the best time of my life last week. Like, it was wonderful. On Wednesday, we had the happy hour for Michelle. So one of our very good friends, or one of our realtor bays in Arlington, she's about to pop, and so she wanted everybody to get together as like a yay, it's good to see everybody, but also my last not hurrah, but like last time before the baby comes, is for us to be able to be together, and it was wonderful. It was like no time passed at all, and we saw friends from West Virginia, we saw friends from all over the place, DC, Maryland, Virginia, like everywhere, and it was just so great. And like I have not been able to hug people like our friends in so long. It was wonderful. And whenever we walked up and we went to the lot, and it was in Arlington, and the guy just was like, it's up to you if you want to wear a mask, and all of us are just like, yes!
Like, you need our COVID card?
Right.
We're good.
It's like, next thing you know, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and we're at Denny's. I mean, like, it was, or Silver Diner.
Silver Diner.
We don't go to Denny's.
We don't go to Denny's.
We don't go to Denny's. Jen tried to eat syrup that night. She hates syrup. It was hilarious. But I guess
terrible idea.
I guess we would have had to been there.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wild night. I was definitely hurting the next day. And then 40 under 40 mixer.
Yeah. So Jen and I were recognized earlier in the year as 40 under 40. And did you look? So there's DC Metro Real Producers, and then there's Northern Virginia Real Producers. And it was so cool because like Okay, so we have our friends at Coalition Properties. Hey, shout out guys! All of the partners were listed in the 40 under 40 for DC, which was so cool. And then I realized I was like, wait, she actually did a lot of like teams, like because you and I were in there listed. And then there were some other ones that I saw too. I got to meet Jennifer Young for the first time. She's beautiful.
That's the first time you met her?
In person. Yeah, in person. Like, and Jennifer, if you by chance you see this, you were absolutely beautiful. And I wanted to tell you that in person. I was like, your hair is so pretty. I was like, your pictures don't do you justice. You're a very beautiful person inside and out.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And then 40 under 40.
Yeah, 40 under 40. So that was a big event at Jason's incredible listing that I wish I had $3.5 million to buy.
McLean.
McLean was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, that house was wild.
Yeah.
Total like Airbnb vibe. Like,
oh yeah, we completely missed
You
a
know what
wing.
I
We
mean?
had to get Jason to show us around because if you walk through the garage, there's a separate entrance that has a full-on like au pair suite with a bedroom, well, 2 bedrooms and a kitchen and all sorts. It was beautiful. It's like what a perfect Airbnb.
where was it?
You wouldn't have seen it because you had to go through the garage.
Oh, I didn't go to the garage. I stopped at the garage.
Yeah, same. Until Jason's like, "Have you seen this?" And we're like, "No." So then he showed us in there. It was really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of teams. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams.
Yeah.
I was like, this is pretty cool. So
I
shout
love
out to
that.
Kristen for that. I love that too. It was great.
Shout out to teams.
Yeah, shout out to
What's
team.
up?
Shout out to team.
Oh man.
Friday, Jeff came by.
Yes. Oh, he texted me later that evening, was like, it was so good to be in Belmont again.
Aww.
So met Jeff Miller, walking the dogs, living in Belmont. We ended up helping him purchase in Stafford, selling in Stafford, now selling his land in Caroline County. And he came back to Belmont Friday to do the paperwork and everything and hug the pups and meet Roxy Girl. And
it was good seeing him.
yeah, he's lost a lot of weight. He looks great.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
And then again with these events everywhere, Saturday was our wine
The
event.
wine event.
We had our
Oh my
first
gosh,
client
it was
appreciation
so
event of the year, which was wonderful. We had
fun.
over 80 people come. Like it was wonderful. Just outside, and that's whenever I realized the way that this place is going to go. So now that the world is back open, I think it's going to be easier for people to be able to find homes because if the weather is nice, you should have seen Bull Run.
Wow, yeah.
I've never seen so many people in one place.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
As far as like an outdoor winery like that, like it was packed to the gills. Every single bay was filled. Every single table was filled. All of the lawn was filled. I'm like, they are making bank today.
Yeah.
It was bananas.
Yeah.
So I think what is going to happen is like as this progresses, we're going to see a slower market because the target demographic, millennials who are in the market to buy right now, they're like, it's hot girl summer. Like we just want to be out there with our friends. And as long as you don't have to move right now, you're just good. It's like you'd rather be with your people and outdoor, like living life instead of being cooped up over the last year and a half. Mm-hmm. So I'll be very interested to see what happens this summer. Yeah. And I think it's going to pick back up again in the winter, but we'll see. That's my prediction just based on how we're watching everything move. Mm-hmm. And Sunday for me was showings in an open.
Nice. Sunday for me was posing and training.
That's awesome.
So I got to keep it that in this building phase.
Building phase.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Monday, got a great referral from, in fact, that's going to be going on the market. It's a beautiful, I'm doing so much stuff in Fredericksburg right now. But a beautiful Fredericksburg home that we've got our contractors going in there this week and it'll be listed next week. So that one's going to be priced at $525. She's gorgeous.
Nice. Please give me first dibs.
I know. She has the perfect buyer for it. And then we had a listing appointment yesterday for the private exclusive. And then we went to dinner. And then we went to, where did we go afterwards?
Two
Silos, yeah.
Oh, Club Mossman?
Club Mossman, I know we went to Club Mossman. Again, so I sat in a hot tub and talked to Josh and basically the sun came up. I'm like, I'm not even drunk. Like this doesn't even make any sense.
I love that.
Yeah. I was like, I haven't done this since I was a kid. It was cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, learning.
That's a quick little power sesh.
That was a quick little power sesh. We got to jump off here because we have a team meeting in 1 minute. But what was your favorite food that you had?
Probably the scallops yesterday at Black Sheep.
I would have said my favorite is the halibut. So we went and we split halibut and scallops, and it was and I love the green the mussels.
The green tie curry mussels.
Go to Black Sheep and get the green tie curry mussels. My God, it is so good.
They're so fat
and just delicious. That's true.
Yeah, we were like on a pure seafood diet.
Right. It's like, what'd you get? Seafood.
Everything
All of it.
seafood.
I seafood and I ate it.
It was so good.
And then you had the butter cake. Also, like best dessert butter cake. And then I had angel food cake. It was phenomenal.
It was really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it for today. No learning moments. The whole world is a learning moment. We love you. Have a great day. Bye.